Hey folks, Scotty Kilmer here. You do not want to be caught with a tank full of bad gas. It can cause all sorts of problems for your car. Today, we're talking about the 10 symptoms of contaminated fuel in your vehicle. So, buckle up, grab a wrench, and let's get right to it.
One of the first things you'll notice if you've got bad gas is your engine acting up. You might feel like your car is dragging its feet, struggling to accelerate, especially when you're trying to climb a hill or haul a heavy load.
It's like trying to run a marathon with lead shoes on. Contaminated fuel can really mess with your engine's performance. That bad gas doesn't burn as cleanly as the good stuff, so your engine's not getting the same kick it's used to. You're just not going to have the same power.
Ever get that sinking feeling when you turn the key and your car just cranks and cranks and cranks? Yeah, that's not a good sign.
If your engine is taking forever to turn over, or worse, it's not starting at all, you might have a bad batch of fuel. Contaminated fuel can gum up the works, making it harder for your engine to get going. It's like trying to start a fire with wet wood.
Now, this is where things start to get really annoying. You're cruising down the road, minding your own business, and suddenly your engine just quits on you.
And you know what's often to blame? You guessed it, contaminated fuel. It can disrupt the delicate balance of air and fuel your engine needs to run smoothly, causing it to stall out without warning.
Listen up, folks, because your car's trying to tell you something. If you start hearing strange noises coming from under the hood, like knocking or pinging sounds, don't ignore them. Those are the sounds of your engine unhappy with the fuel it's being fed. It's like trying to force-feed your picky-eater Brussels sprouts.
Ah, the dreaded check engine light. If that light pops on, don't ignore it. It could be a sign of contaminated fuel messing with your car's sensors or causing combustion problems. Think of it like this: your car's computer is a lot like your own brain. When something's not right, it sends out a signal. Ever notice you're making more trips to the gas station than usual? If your car suddenly seems thirstier than a camel in the desert, contaminated fuel could be the culprit. When your fuel's not burning efficiently, your engine has to work harder and guzzle more gas to get you where you need to go. You're going to need to refill a lot more often.
Now let's talk about what's coming out of your car's tailpipe.
If you see thick black smoke billowing out, that's a surefire sign something's amiss.
And you guessed it, contaminated fuel could be the culprit.
That black smoke means your fuel isn't burning completely, and that's not good for your car or the environment. It's like trying to burn wet wood in a fireplace. Engine misfires. They sound exactly like what they are: little hiccups in your engine's performance. You might feel a shudder, hear a popping sound, or notice your car hesitating when you step on the gas. And you know what can cause these annoying misfires? You got it, contaminated fuel. It's like trying to light a firecracker with a damp fuse. Now, let's talk about your car's fuel system. It's like the circulatory system of your car, responsible for getting that precious fuel from the tank to the engine. But here's the thing: contaminated fuel can clog up the works, like throwing a wrench into a well-oiled machine. Those nasty contaminants can build up in your fuel filter and injectors, restricting the flow of fuel and causing all sorts of performance problems. It's like trying to drink a milkshake through a clogged straw. You're going to have to work a lot harder to get your fill. This last one's a no-brainer, folks. If you pop open your gas cap and see something floating around in there that looks like it belongs in a swamp, you've got a problem. Sediment or particles in your fuel tank are a clear sign of contamination. It's like finding a dead fish in your drinking water. You know something's not right, and you're definitely not going to want to drink it. So there you have it, folks, the 10 telltale signs of contaminated fuel. Remember, ignoring these symptoms is like ignoring a toothache. It's only going to get worse. If you notice any of these issues, don't wait. Get your car to a trusted mechanic right away. A good mechanic can inspect your fuel system, flush out that bad gas, and get your car back in tip-top shape. Don't let contaminated fuel ruin your day or your car. Remember, a little preventative maintenance goes a long way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.